Hey everybody, welcome back to Playground Sessions. I'm Phil, and today we're going to be learning Maroon 5 tune called Sugar. Specifically in this video, we're looking at the chorus from the Playground Sessions intermediate arrangement, and the section we're going to learn today sounds like this. 1, 2, set, go. So why don't we start with the right hand? We're going to break down the melody first, and then we'll look at the chords in the left hand. And to start, I'm going to set my metronome here in Playground Sessions app super slow, because I want enough time to be able to walk through each note as we go and tell you what it is, tell you about the rhythm, tell you about the hand position, and so on. So I'm going to set my metronome here to 15 BPM, and we're going to walk through this. Let's do it. Our right hand starts in a position that has our third finger or middle finger on a D, an octave above middle C, right here. And we're going to play that with our third finger, but we're actually going to start with 3 beats of rest, starting now. After we play our pickup note of the D with our third finger, our thumb, our one finger, is going to be on a B. Here comes D. Ready? Now here comes our thumb on B to start the section for a half note or 2 counts. Next we have a quarter rest, and during that rest we're going to look back and play a third finger D again, and another B with our thumb. So we're repeating that idea. Now in this coming 8th rest, we're going to actually move and shift positions, thumb down to A. Let's do that now. Pointer on B, pinky on F natural, and tie it over. 4th on E, another E. Now 2 Ds in a row with our third fingers. E with 4, quarter note, and a third finger on D, tie it over to a half note. There we go, there's our first phrase. Now, coming up in this 8th rest, our thumb's going to jump down to an F sharp. Rest and move. Here's F sharp, pinky up on D. Now look ahead to the next line down, third finger on B. Good, we'll hold that for 2 counts. And during this rest, we'll drop our thumb down to F sharp again, same thing. Pinky on D, third finger on B, just like the last few measures. Okay, now in this 8th rest coming up, we're shifting again, thumb to A. We're moving up this time, so rest, thumb on A, 2 on B, pinky on F natural, tie over, and just like before, we're going to do 2 E's, 2 D's, a quarter note E, and a final 8th note D to tie over into the next measure to a half note. All right, that's the end of our second phrase. Now, once again, in this rest, we're going to shift our position. So our thumb is going to be on A, 2 on B, 5 on F natural, and then look ahead. We're tying over. Good. Now 4 on E, another one. Third finger to D, back to E, and F natural again. We'll tie it over. Down to E again with our 4th finger. Now here's a D. Now here comes an 8th rest, and we'll play another F natural, and we'll tie that over. See the pattern here? 2 E's, 2 D's, another E, and this time instead of F natural, we're going to reach up with our 5th finger to F sharp. And we'll tie that over. Thumb is now on B, so we'll do 2 of those. And third finger on D. Good. Now we have a quarter rest. And if we look ahead, we see another D with our third finger. Now look down, we see our thumb is on B. Good, and this is a half note, so we'll hold for 2. Just like the beginning, we have a quarter rest, and then we repeat those same 2 notes, D and B. So we'll do that now. D with third, B with first finger, okay, 8th rest, and we're going to jump our thumb down to A. 2 on B, 5 to F natural again, tie it over, and just like every other time, we'll do 2 E's and 2 D's, quarter note E, and then a D tied over. And that is how we end this section. So here it is at a super slow tempo, and please rewind and play back as many times as you need to feel comfortable. Because what we're going to do now is bring in our medium tempo accompaniment. We're going to play at the medium tempo all the way through. 1, 2, set, go. Rest, D, B, rest, and same thing. Now jump down to A, F natural, stepwise 8th notes. Good. Jump down thumb to F sharp. Same thing. Now thumb to A, F natural. Good. Thumb to A. All these F naturals in this third phrase. And then here at the end of it, we're going to go up to F sharp. Good. Look down, thumb on B. Rest, same thing. Now thumb to A. F natural again. 1, 2, rest. There we have it at our medium tempo of 78 BPM. So all that's left to do now is speed it up to full speed, 116. 1, 2, set, go. Nicely done. There's the right hand. Let's get the left hand chords in the mix, and then we'll put them together. Now we've got 4 chords in this section. We have a ton of measures, but the 4-chord progression just repeats, and it actually repeats exactly the same throughout the whole section. So before we dive in with our metronome and play along, I just want to look at each chord out of context. Our first chord is a G over D with our 1, 2, and 5 fingers. And that's B, G, D from the top to the bottom. Next chord is a B minor 7. And we're going to play that as B on the bottom, then D, then A. B, D, A. Our next chord is E minor 7. We're going to jump up. Here we're going to play E, B, and D. And our final chord for this 4-chord progression that repeats is D major, root position. D, F sharp, A. Okay, so one time all together that goes G over D. Then we're going to jump down to a B minor 7. We're going to jump up to an E minor 7. And then back down to a root position D major. And then that just repeats. Okay, we're going to do it 4 times in a row. So 16 measures of this chorus. We're going to play that progression 4 times. So why don't we try that together at our medium tempo, 78 BPM. We'll count to 4 for every chord because they're whole notes, and we'll cycle through that progression 4 times. Let's try it. 1, 2, set, go. We start with a measure of rest, and then here comes our progression. G over D, 3, 4, B minor 7, 2, 3, 4, E minor 7, 2, 3, 4, and D. Look ahead, next chord, G over D again. Starting the cycle over. B minor 7 now. E minor 7 now. and D. Third line down, same thing, look ahead. G over D, and B minor 7, E minor 7, D major. Last line down, final time through the progression. G over D, D minor 7, E minor 7, and D. And that's it. So please, if you need more practice with that, you know what to do. Rewind and play it back. But when you're ready, let's do that at full tempo, 1/16. Here we go. 1, 2, set, go. There we have it for the left hand. All that's left now is to put the hands together. So let's look at that now. Now putting the hands together for this section is not very difficult, and the reason is mostly because of the left hand. We've just got whole note chords. We play on the downbeat of every measure and we hold it for 4. There's no tricky rhythms, nothing like that. So we can focus most of our attention on the right hand once we've got that left hand part familiar. So without further ado, let's jump into this at the medium tempo, 78, with the hands together. 1, 2, set, go. We'll start with rests. Here's our pickup note, and then together. Now B minor 7. Right hand thumb down. Good. Right hand thumb to F sharp. Progression starts over. Good. Last line. Way to go. So last step, putting these hands together at the full tempo, 116 BPM. And then you'll have this, the chorus to Sugar by Maroon 5. And then of course once you do have it, you're going to need to learn the verse and the other sections to this tune, as well as put them all together. So when you are done with this section, tap the card above to head to playgroundsessions.com to pick up the app. You can finish out the parts there. Okay? But let's go ahead and do this 116 full tempo. 1, 2, here we go. Well guys, once again, I'm Phil, and if you love what you learned here today, remember, hit the subscribe button to your left. We've got song lessons where we show you how to play the main sections of songs from all sorts of different artists, like Coldplay, Beethoven, Miles Davis, John Legend, the Beatles, many more. And we're also putting out theory videos where we deconstruct popular music, we talk about chord progressions, rhythms, we'll be talking about practice tips, arranging and composing tricks, all sorts of stuff, everything related to the piano. You can find it here on our YouTube channel. Hit subscribe so you don't miss what's next. And if you like what you saw today in the video, well, that was me using the Playground Sessions app. That's right, the features you saw on screen today can be at your fingertips with the full playground experience. Co-created by music legend Quincy Jones, the app has incredible interactive feedback and gaming features, full songs broken down by sections and in different difficulty levels, and a whole music theory bootcamp section, all taught by YouTube star David Sides. So click the app button on the left to learn more. Alright guys, I'm Phil and you're watching Playground Sessions. Hit that subscribe button so I can see you for the next video.